had your platforms talking about record orders, record numbers, on days when there were active worker strikes. Partha, I'll come to you with this first. Is that, in your mind, just operational confidence, or was it essentially a messaging mistake, which of course put the spotlight on this narrative gap?
I think for the first time, this whole startup world is dealing with what in our time we used to call blue-collar worker. Nowadays, it's fashionably called gig workers, right? So it's a little different from dealing with coders. See, the startup world was mostly dealing with coders. So, and if you have to explain it, I'm sorry, you have to go back to college level marks, And he said very clearly that blue-collar workers raise their voice because of something called material exposure, because they're in the sunshine, they're in the rain, they're actually facing the traffic, they're facing the problem. So they can raise their voice much faster than white-collar workers, because white-collar workers live under what is called the, false impression, which we call today LinkedIn. So because they have a way to exit. They will quietly go and update their LinkedIn CV and look for the next job or something. But these guys can't exit. So they don't have a choice but to raise their voice. Now, this is a very different ecosystem that the startup world is facing increasingly, more and more. So there are very different ways to manage this. If the frontline gig workers are not considered to be part of the brand narrative, then this will keep on happening. This is not a one-off thing. It has to be integrated as a part of brand narrative, and then only you will figure out how to manage it, whether there would be a human story to the whole purpose. Otherwise, what will happen is they will keep raising their voice, and the founders will remain silent. And then at some point in time, they will deny it's a sporadic event. Nobody is going to believe that, because today, a gig worker standing on the road giving a narrative is picked up by the internet consumer much faster than an interview coming on whatever, Samayana or something, right? So, unfortunately, that's the truth. So
wrong influencer, but okay. Or maybe it was deliberate, I don't know.
Sorry.
Maybe it was deliberate.
Sorry. So I thought, this change in approach needs to be the truth going forward. It will have to happen, because the kind of businesses which are growing a lot are businesses which use a lot of gig workers.
Right.
So unless and until we integrate the human story of the gig workers, it is not possible for the brands to separate itself from the event saying, yeah, these are stray events. This has happened only once in a blue moon. Nothing of that sort. If this will keep on happening. And another part B of the story is also this whole thing called valuation on narrative. Okay, so every time everybody is telling a massive story to build up narrative, to build up valuation. I want to give somebody anything that person needs in 10 minutes. It's a great story, like somebody just, I saw one video saying, somebody told me my ambition is to reach somebody within 30 minutes if there's an accident. At what cost? What is the infrastructure in India? Who will do it? Whether the gig workers are well equipped to do this or not. This is a question which needs to be asked, much before this kind of grandstanding takes place. So I think the stories need to be now more responsible than romantic. So nobody minds a 15-minute safe delivery over a 10 minutes kill yourself delivery, right? So I think the narratives also need to change. And these are the two things which will happen going forward, because these are not stray incidents.